So.
All right. The center at 0, 0. That means it's standard form. Major axis along on y-axis and passes through the point 3, 2 and 1, 6. Okay. Then along y-axis, major axis along y-axis. So this is the ellipse and major axis along y-axis. This is the y-axis and this is x-axis. X-axis. Obviously, this is the origin 0, 0. Not diagram is not required, but anyway, if we have that. So 3.2 means almost here 3, 2. 3, 2 is almost here 3, 2. Approximately also you can take 1, 6. 1, 6 is here. 1, 6 is here. Okay, is this okay now? Passes through this, right? Center, major axis along y-axis.
Yes, sir.
Through the point 3, 2, 1, 6 because this is 3, 2, 1, 6. I have taken in first quadrant.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now we'll see. Okay. Then okay, we'll see now. How to find out its equation is a question, right? Find the equation, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. To find out the equation, what you need A and B. A and B is what we need. Question: what is A and B is the question, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's it. So now let the equation be. Let the equation, simple equation be x square by a square. Now here I will take x square by b square plus y square by a square. Because for
equal to 1.
Yeah. Okay, now it passes through 1, 6, 3, 2. So you should substitute 1 by b square plus, okay?
Yes, sir.
Square equal to 1. This is 1, right?
And then you substitute A and B again and you get the values.
Yes. So
sorry, we substitute x and y again and we get the values.
Yes.
Again.
So then that means what you get again? This is x square means 9 by b square.
9 plus 4 by a square.
Yes, equal to 1. I'll tell you the simple and easy way I'll tell you. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, so don't worry about this a square, b square and all. So here 9 by b square is there, 1 by b square is there. Okay, so you multiply this with what? This with 9. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
What you get is 9 by b square plus 36 into 9. If I write 36 into 9, how much is this? 36 into 9. Okay, I write 36 into 9 only. I write 36 into 9 only. I write by a square. Equal to 9. Is this okay?
Yes, sir.
So now we'll subtract. This is 1 only, transformed of 1. 1 into 9. So 1 into 9. No? This one. So now we'll subtract. How do you subtract? 1 from 2. So this gets cancelled. Here 9 into 36 we'll write 9 4s are 54. 9 3 are 27, 5. 27, 5, 30. 320. Or 18 into 18 actually this 2 if you said no 18 into 18, 324 by a square. Equal to, yes or no? 324 minus
yes, sir.
324. Yeah, subtract, no? This is
minus 4 by a square is equal to
yes, minus, yeah. Minus 4 by a square, right? Equal to what? 9 minus 1. Yeah, exactly. That's true. So now 320 by a square equal to 8. So like this, you can get easily like this. Now a square equal to, right? 8 4 is 32. A square equal to 40.
That's equal to 40. Yes, sir.
If you substitute a square equal to 40 here, then b square value you get. Because you need a square and b square only. Why we do that?
Yes, sir. I got it now.
Yeah. Like this only. See, 1 by like here, what you want is 1 by a square and 1 by b square. Right? So 1 by a square you take some by 1 by a square as some p, 1 by b square as some q, like this. You understand? So now here this becomes what? No, x square q plus y square p. Yes or no? Equal to 1 like this. P and q if you find, then a square b square also. A square is 40, substitute a square here. Then automatically b square you can get easily.
Yes, sir.
So, right. Next, 20th, we got it. Major axis on x-axis and passes through the points.
Yes, sir, I got it.
Same thing.
Same thing. Sir, I didn't get the values right for the 19th question. So,
Oh, you did it, but you did not get the values. But I told you now the trick 1 by a square, 1 by square, b square, keep as it is and find out.
yes, sir.
You need to cross multiply, take LCM and all not.
Yes, sir.
Now everything is done here till here. Till 20, everything is done.
Yes, sir.
Ellipse is done. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So now we'll take hyperbola. So hyperbola is what? Set of points in a plane. The difference of whose distances from two fixed points in a plane is a constant. Already we saw the hyperbola. We saw the hyperbola in double napped. That is the conic section part we saw. And here, yeah, conic section, if you cut like this. So now here you get one parabola, here you get one parabola, here you get. Okay, one parabola here, if you get. So then you get hyperbola is what you get. But otherwise also, now these are the two fixed points. These are two fixed points. Now point is moving in such a way that its distance, a difference of its distance from two fixed points. This is F1, let's say this is OC. So this distance and this distance, but its difference means what? Bigger minus smaller. Okay, bigger minus smaller. This is distance between foci. So this distance is always like means what? Now here also. Now if you take this distance minus this distance is same. Like this, what you get? You will get here a parabola. You get here, and you get another parabola. You get here. So here this distance also again this distance minus this distance also you will get the same. This distance and this distance. So difference also. Or locus of a point in a plane such that difference of its distance from two fixed points is always a constant. So like this is P. P is a point on hyperbola, or P is a point in locus. P is a point in locus means what? Set of points. Locus means set of points. P is any point. So any variable point. Let P x comma y be any point in locus. Then what is the condition? Then SP. Now here F1P we have. If you take F1P, then F1P. F1P minus F2P. I am writing here like this. You know this modulus means positive.
Yes, sir. Mod absolute value.
This is always a constant key. So this is what is the definition of hyperbola. Their sum of distances. Their sum of different distances. Here difference of two distances. Okay, difference of its means point distance from two fixed points is always a constant. Now you see here important point is here difference of two distances. Whenever you say difference of two distances, it must be less than the third distance. That means what? Here K must be less than F1, F2. Yes or no? F1, F2. This distance, difference of two sides is less than third distance, like that. K must be less than F1, F2. Distance between these two. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You will get the hyperbola. This is the condition for hyperbola. Now again, here two fixed points, F1, F2, or two fixed points, right? two fixed points. These two fixed points are called what? Again, foci. Plural of focus. Foci, plural of focus.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is line joining this F1, F2. Same thing. Now, second is midpoint. Next comes midpoint, right? Midpoint of F1, F2. Midpoint of F1 and F2 is what? Is called center.
Center.
Center of hyperbola. Next, number 3. Line joining. Now, line joining F1, F2. This line is called what? Their major axis in ellipse. Or no?
Yes, sir.
But here it's not called major axis, it's called transverse. Transverse. Transverse axis. And next, now this is center, right? This F1, F2, this is what you know. This is transverse axis. Now just now it told no. Line joining F1 and F2. This line is called transverse axis. Now this is center. Now this is what is called conjugate axis. What is this?
The line perpendicular to the transverse axis through the origin.
Very good.
Sorry, through the center.
Yes. Yeah, we have center, but we standard form we take only origin. So there origin you can say, or you can more clearly, more accurately, it is a center of the center of hyperbola. So therefore, this we call conjugate axis. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, their major axis, and minor axis, center, okay, and foci, two foci, we discussed in in ellipse.
Ellipse.
But whereas here we call differently. Transverse axis, conjugate axis, this is center is same. And foci also same. Okay?
Yes, sir.
This is the terminology. And now, okay, now we'll go through a hyperbola set of all points in a plane. The difference of whose distances from two fixed points is like this: P1 F2 minus P1 F1. So here P1 F2 minus P1 F1, like that. So bigger minus smaller. No? P2 F2 minus P2 F1. But here P3, when you have P3, F1 P3 minus F2 P3, because bigger minus small, these all will be equal. Okay, so such points, if you collect and put together, then that will form a hyperbola. Okay? Here also,
Yes, sir.
this is a conjugate axis, and this is a transverse axis, and their focus, and this is also focus. Together we call foci, and this is the center, and of course this is the vertex as this vertex. In parabola we learned vertex. This is called vertex, right? Parabola also we learned. Line joining the axis and the parabola. Here also line joining your axis. Point of intersection of axis and parabola. In this case, point of intersection of axis and hyperbola is vertex. So therefore, here you have two vertices. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, here also we'll discuss one thing. We discuss distance between foci. Yeah. So here again we take a standard form. We'll take now standard form. You know standard form is right. Standard form. In standard form, we take x-axis and y-axis as transverse and conjugate axis. Here also two things we have. One is x-axis is transverse axis, and another is x-axis conjugate axis. You understand my point? You are getting my point. Same thing like ellipse.
Yes, sir.
Ellipse and hyperbola is almost same. but this only, no? This is this side, see, like this. I know.
Yes, instead of curving
Yeah.
inside, it's curving outwards.
Yeah, exactly. This thing you have to put like this. This thing you have to put like this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So now, so here also we take, here also F2 we take as C comma 0. F1 automatically what? F1 automatically
Minus C.
0. Good. So therefore, distance between 4C automatically becomes distance between 4C. This is C and this is one more C. 2C. The distance between 2,4C by 2C. Like that we take. The distance between two vertices is 2A. That means what? This is A. No? This is no minus A comma 0. You know. This becomes what?
A comma 0.
And we define the quantity B as, here we define, here you understand the difference between that. In ellipse, automatically we get. In ellipse, we get. In ellipse, we get. A square equal to, or A square minus C square equal to B square. Automatically we get there. Okay? Is that okay? But here we take. Here we define. Understand the difference. We define here. Define means what? We get here automatically. Here we take. We take the quantity B as under root of C square minus A square. You remember this point. Under root of C square minus A square we take. Or this is equal to C square equal to A square plus B square. You understood here? You don't know actually B. Where is B? How to take B? You got my point?
Yes, sir.
Oh, we define like this. That means B quantity we take like this. We take. There is no reason why we should take and all. But of course, there is reason in the sense here in deriving the formula only we get C square minus A square. That C square minus A square under root we get, that we take as B quantity B we take. That's it. Hope you are clear then. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now this is called length. This vertex to this vertex. This is called the length of the transverse axis. And this 2B is called the length of the conjugate axis.
Yes, sir.
We'll go forward and then, okay, we'll find the constant now. If you find the constant, what is that constant? P1 F2 minus P2 P1 F1. Okay, this distance if you find. So, like yesterday I showed, so today also we'll do. What we need to do? P, yeah, PF2, right? Minus PF1. This is a constant.
Equal to K.
Now we have to find out this. PF2 minus PF1 we have to find out. This is PF2. This is PF. Yeah, this we need to find out this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So your vertex is here, right? Your vertex is there, A, right?
Yes, sir.
According to definition of the hyperbola, what you know? We know that AF2, this equal to K also equal to what? AF2 minus AF2. Yes or no? Yes or no? A is also on the hyperbola, right?
Yes, sir.
AF2 minus AF1, no?
Yes, sir.
Ah. So AF2 is nothing but what? AF2 is what? Nothing but AF2. That means what? A2 origin A0A plus, sir, OA plus OF2. Sir, no, AF2, A2, A from A to F2. From A, F2, how much? A to O is A and O to F2 is O to F2. That is again C minus. AF1, AF1, AF1 is what? From OF1, you subtract OF. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
OA, you know, OA is A. OF2, you know, that is C minus OF1 is C. OF1 is C, yes or no? OF1 or OF2, both are C1, you know, distance. Plus OA, plus minus to minus, plus OA. This is A. This becomes 2A. Hope you are clear. Are you
Yeah, but we don't have to prove it this way, right? Even if we just take the coordinates as c comma 0 and minus c comma 0, we can directly get to know it's 2a. Okay, 2a. Yes, I understand.
with this distance, no, PF2 minus PF1 we are proving.
Yes, sir, I just realized. I'm very sorry.
No problem. Okay, all right. So here you need to get the idea that the difference of two distances from the point, difference of two distance from point P, that is A is also point on the ellipse, right? Okay, already we discussed the by definition, this is nothing but this, no? This is nothing but this only, no? All are equal only, no? Some difference of distances from two fixed points always constant, right? You take either P, you take either A, you take the same thing. That is by definition we get this. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, here also eccentricity, same thing. Just like the ratio C by A, which is E, is.
So we,
Yeah, tell me.
then the problems they asked us about eccentricity, but we don't use it in deriving any of the formulas, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Oh no, this quantity actually there is. If you go to IIT and all, then you have a wide usage and deep understanding of the eccentricity. But here only is asking us to remember what is eccentricity, because this another concept is there. Again, you can think this one. If E is between 0 and 1, E is between 0 and 1. So then it becomes ellipse. E value is there for, actually this E value is SP by PM. This is there for ellipse all. This is parabola. Parabola E is 1. Ellipse lies between 0 and 1. Hyperbola E value is greater than 1. Like that you have.
Yes, sir. Okay, so E's value can never be negative.
Obviously. So here you get C by A greater than, C by A is E is greater than 1. A, if you bring this side, C by A is greater than 1. Like that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Here. Okay. Then we'll go to standard form of the hyperbola. So standard form of the hyperbola means, the first form one. This is form one, right? This is form two. Same like ellipse only. Standard form.
Yes, sir.
So you know this ellipse, like
So
ellipse.
everything is the same except for the
Yes,
minus and plus.
yes, this is A, this is A dash. This is okay, let's say F1, say this is F. Okay, all right. Okay, how to start? Let's take here P, variable point x comma y. Like ellipse only, we take P x comma y. Here, what is the condition? F2P in this case. F2P minus F1P, which is always a constant, which is 2F derived. But this is,
sir.
you have to keep like this because P can be here also. No? If P is here, then F1P is
Then the value of F1P will be greater than F2P.
greater. Yeah, that's the reason we put here a mod. Modulus we put here. Okay. Again,
Yes, sir.
we should do. Then we have to take F2P minus F1P. F1P equal to 2A plus or minus 2A you get, because if you remove the mod, you get here plus or minus 2A. Then F1P you can take this side F1. Then you square on both sides. Square this one, square on both sides and proceed the same way like yesterday. Hope we need not prove it again.
Yes, sir. No.
So like this, P F1 minus P F1P minus F2P I said. It's 2A. Now you take like this. Oh. Like yesterday we are doing this one. You get this C square minus A square. Now I told you C square minus A square is defined as B square. It's named. It's already named or it has taken. C square minus A square has taken as B square. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In ellipse, we take an ellipse. Ellipse, C square plus A square is taken as
B square.
square. Yeah. Sorry, 1 minute. Back. Sorry, C square plus A square. No, this is B square. No, just a minute. C square plus B square. Yeah. A square. Yeah. Yeah, this is correct. C square plus B square. Yes, sir. Remember? Like this, no? This is C. This is C, this is B. C square plus B square is this is A square. Like that. Yeah, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now that's the reason B square equal to, just now we discussed A square minus C square. A square minus C square, right here. Okay, all right. Here also. B square minus A square is B square. That's the definition only.
Yes, sir.
No. Right, all right. So, okay, this is what is again proved all this. And hyperbola in which A equal to B is called equilateral hyperbola.
Yes, sir.
A can be equal to B. A can be A and B can be equal also. If that
Yes, sir. That's so that we can understand through the cone itself. Like, sir, I got the point.
okay. One equilateral hyperbola is given. If A equal to B, then it is equilateral hyperbola. Okay, all right. So okay, some discussion is given here. That's anyway not. Okay, these are standard equation of parabolas. Okay, so like yesterday only, standard equations of hyperbolas, transverse and conjugate axis are coordinate axis, center is origin. However, we also have hyperbolas with any two perpendicular lines as transverse and conjugate axis, but the study of such cases will be dealt in higher classes. Hope you understand what he's saying, right? whatever syllabus we have, that we take conjugate axis and transverse axis in x and y axis. Otherwise, you can take any two perpendicular lines as transverse and conjugate axis, and you get the hyperbola. But that is not there in the textbook. Here also lattice rectum is same. What is lattice rectum? Same thing. Chord through foci and perpendicular to conjugate axis. Sorry, transverse.
So perpendicular to the transverse axis or parallel to the conjugate axis?
Conjugate axis and passing through foci is called lattice rectum.
Lattice rectum.
So length of lattice rectum is 2b square by a square. It's 2b square by a square. Okay, is that okay? 2b square by a square.
Yes.
There, what did we get yesterday? Yesterday, what did we get?
So 1 second.
Same thing only, no?
So even it said is the same thing. I'm just thinking about how it's possible to get the same value.
Why not? Only it is reverse, no? You said.
Yes, sir. I fluid and I understood.
Yeah, no problem. But we can also derive. No? It's not that we can also derive. No? This is what.
Sir, I understood the derivation. I just got a little confused for a second.
This is c comma 0. This is some L. Then this becomes automatically c comma L. Like yesterday only, no?
Yes, sir.
You can substitute in hyperbola equation, then you get the value of L. Okay. Right. So because yesterday we have done it, same thing actually. So comparing the equation with the standard equation, we can get the value of A and B, and then, oh, of course, here we have two equations, and we did not explain the two equations. Oh, okay. Yeah. So x square by a square. B square equal to, yeah, what we get? B square minus A square. Okay, this is form 1. Form 2. This we know. This is like this. X square by B square. X axis, y square by A square. Y axis is A square. A is there. Like that. X square by B square. This is B. Like that. I hope you understand, right?
So the second equation is y square by a square minus x square by b square, right?
Oh, sorry. So y square by a square.
A square. A square.
X square by B square equal to, I'm sorry. Exactly. X is simple. X becomes y, y becomes x.
Y becomes x. Yes.
X becomes y. Yes. X becomes y, y becomes x. Okay. So I think here everything is clear. What is A, what is B? Okay. Semi-transverse axis and semi-conjugate axis. Yesterday, semi-major axis. And B is semi-minor. Okay. So yeah, this now examples are all like that only. All the examples are now we are going to, yeah. So here find the coordinate axis of the 4C, what is the eccentricity, length of the lattice rectum of the hyperbola. So here comparing the equation with x square by x square y square by b square, you know, a square is 9. A is 3, b square is 4, b is 4. B square is 16, b is 4. So what is C then? Under root of a square plus b square, that's according to definition. So C is 5. Immediately what you should find? A, B, C. For everything you need to find A, B, C. Now, your coordinate axis of 4C we know and what is this? 4C is plus or minus C, 0, what is A, 0. Eccentricity C by A you know anyway. That is written as 2B square by A, that also. Second equation. If you divide by b square, if you divide by 16, that y square by 16. Y square by 16 minus x square by 1. That means what this is? Along y axis. Transverse axis is along y axis.
Yes, sir.
Yes, comparing the equation and then A, B, C, you know, then everything else. Eccentricity, that is everything, you know. Okay. Now find equation of the hyperbola with force is 0, plus or minus 3 and vertices is 0, plus or minus 1 by 2. Okay, anyway, this also you can find, right? 4C means what? 4C is given like this, means what? 0, plus or minus. So that implies what? C equal to 3, but it is along transverse axis along y axis, right? Transverse axis are major axis. Okay, major axis is along y axis, right?
Yes, sir.
What is this? 0, plus or minus. A is there, C is there. You need to find out B. Length of lattice rectum 2b square by A is there. So if you substitute 2b square by A, then you get.
We find the value of.
AB, equation AB you get. Here one more, A is already given. No? Equation of the hyperbola for 4C, B, yeah, C is already given. C is given here. Yeah, like this. C is given. Here, relation between A and B is given. 2b square by A is b square equal to 18. Now we can substitute b square value 18. You will get equation, then you get value of A by quadratic equation. Then you get A, B, and then C. Okay, I think then this exercise you can do, but I give you some time to do it. Now you will do or?
So can I do it at my? Can I do it after the class?
Yeah, you can do it. So,
So for the test, can we have it when Ashika also comes back?
yeah, she is going to come back on 16. Did she tell you?
Yes, I should put a message on the group. So.
Oh, right. Group. No,
So 16th is a Sunday.
Okay, then.
Can we have the test on Monday?
But I don't think that she is going to attend for exam. I'll conduct, but it's up to her if she wants. But I told her probability only I'm going to conduct first. Probability. First probability, then we are going to come back to this. Okay.
Yes, sir. So after probability, can we do it in limits and derivatives? Or should we go in order only?
First of all, you give me, this is term 2, no? Term 2 means whole syllabus will not be there, right? What are
no, sir, not the entire syllabus.
What are the topics you have, you tell. And then we'll start accordingly.
So they still haven't given us the portion, but I think we only have trigonometry, limits and derivatives, permutations and combinations, conic sections, probability, and maybe statistics. And also introduction to three-dimensional geometry and one more chapter.
Okay, understood.
Yes.
Okay, so whatever not term 1, whatever is there in the term 1,
Is not there for term 2.
they're not there for term 2. Remaining topics are there. So if
Yes.
mathematical reasoning is taught to you, mathematical reasoning? Not
No,
taught.
sir, they haven't taught the chapter for us.
Okay, mathematical reasoning. Anyway, mathematical reasoning is not there. Okay, all right. So in this, no. Okay, just a minute. Yeah. So in this we have miscellaneous. Then once again you go through circle, parabola, ellipse, hyperbola. Once again you can go through. Okay, now all the concepts you can go through, and then ellipse and hyperbola will be like one thing, and then parabola and circle has some similarities, not many. Okay, circle is completely different, parabola is completely different, but ellipse and hyperbola has lot of, these two have a lot of similarities. You can compare. Then
Yes, sir.
business examples are there and business exercise is there. So this is very interesting ones. We have this 8 problems. We have these are interesting, and then practical problems. So we are going to do that. Most probably tomorrow
So do we have class tomorrow?
okay, what you can do is tomorrow you complete this whole. Once again you can revise all these things, you can revise. And
So should I do miscellaneous also?
yes, miscellaneous examples you can try. Exercise if you do only you will waste your time. Better I explain. Unnecessary because you don't know, so you may waste your time. These are something like practical questions, so you need some help. So I'll explain, but miscellaneous examples you can try, and if you are able to get examples, try and that's the reason I'm saying try examples. If you are able to get and exercise also you'll be able to do, so you can give a try. But otherwise here we have 15 questions we have. These 15 questions you can do, and you can revise everything. You can revise circle, parabola, hyperbola, ellipse. All this you can revise. Then
Yes, sir, I'll do that.
yeah, miscellaneous then we'll do the after tomorrow.
Sir, so tomorrow you won't be taking a class.
Tomorrow?
Sir, so do we have a class tomorrow?
No, tomorrow we will not have class. Okay, Wednesday only we take. Tuesday we'll.
Okay, sir.
Tomorrow we'll do. Yeah.
Sir, and can I say something?
Yeah, please.
Yes, so sir. Since we're going to finish the chapter by the end of this week, can we first have a chapter in conic sections itself?
Test.
Yes, and then go to probability and the rest of the chapters.
Oh, okay, no problem. Okay, no problem.
Yes, so because I was thinking that way, if you say conduct a test once a week, then we can revise the chapter and then we can attend the tests, right?
Correct. But the only concern is that our Ashita did not attend the class.
Yes, sir, but it's only one chapter and
yeah, anyway, then 16th anyway, she may not be able to attend the test also. And okay, you can write the test. Okay, anyway, this only you prepare because this week we are preparing this one only. Better we conduct test also in this only. So, okay, at least this thoroughly revised, and this is not much difficult, right? Only basic things are there.
Yes, so will you also be giving questions at the same time, or will it be harder?
No, everything is like this much only. The standard is not more than this. Everything will be like this. If you are thorough with this and including miscellaneous examples and exercise, that is more than enough. Okay.
Okay, sir.
We are going to do exemplar book also. We are going to do because no, these are again connected to second year again 12th grade also. In 12th grade also we need all this concept is required in 12th grade also. Okay, so 11th grade is not separate. 11th and 12th, everything is connected to 12th grade, and 12th grade will have board exam. It is like that. That means what? Almost 11th grade also you have board exam because it is included in 12th grade. Unless you have 11th grade perfect, you cannot do 12th grade properly. These are all connected. These all will come again. Okay, this much if you know, that's enough. That's the reason I'm telling. This exemplar we will do, but they will not be so difficult. Almost like the standard only.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, so the test is on Monday or Sunday?
Sunday only. Sunday only. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Why Sunday you are free only? No?
Yes, sir.
Oh, then Sunday will finish.
Okay, sir.
All right. If you do, then you can WhatsApp. Yesterday you told that you will WhatsApp all the questions.
Yes, sir. I forgot. I'll send this exercise after I'm done.
Yes. Both you can send. If possible, that
Yes, sir.
you're done, it's okay. This one, if you do, then you can give. Tomorrow you can complete. Tomorrow you can complete.
Yes, sir. I'll send it.
What about other subjects? Everybody finished the syllabus?
Yes, sir. More or less.
Almost in school.
Math, we still have a